I'm Kansan, grew up on a farm in Kansas, went to the University of Kansas and got both my bachelor's and my Ph.D. there. I wasn't very involved in pro-life issues so much, other than looking at the science of life and teaching it and doing research on it in the laboratory. And one of the things especially that I guess sort of tripped my trigger was people making absurd claims about embryonic stem cells, that these cells could treat virtually all known maladies. Well, as a scientist, I looked at what they were saying, and there was no evidence for it.
The adult stem cells are being used now.
And so getting the truth out about the science and knocking down the falsehoods, if you will, was what really got me excited about pro-life issues and starting to speak into them. I was really attracted to the Charlotte Lozier Institute because its sole focus is on the science and the statistics about life. We're focused on the truth. Now, the fact is that science backs up pro-life policies.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm a cell and developmental biologist testifying.
Adult stem cells have now treated over 2 million patients around the globe. Things like multiple sclerosis, heart conditions, where one patient we profiled had had a heart attack. He was told basically he had to be sedentary. After his adult stem cell transplant, 6 months later, he ran a half marathon. We have profiled a patient who had sickle cell anemia and hadn't lived a day without pain in 20 years. She had a transplant. She is now pain-free and without sickle cell anemia and has gone on with her life, and in fact has even become a nurse. So there are a lot of challenges out there, and we're being hit from a number of different directions. Embryonic stem cells, fetal tissue from abortion, cloned embryos that they're looking to grow for organ harvesting. What we keep seeing, though, is that these unethical techniques don't seem to work. What we find is when we focus on the ethical, that's where we get the success. And so at the Charlotte Lozier Institute, we keep trying to point at, here are the ethical and successful alternatives.